Heidi-ho everybody, and welcome to today's Halloween cooking challenge. For today we're going to learn how to make pizza skulls, and also dessert skulls with different types of pie filling, and chicken pot pie skulls. Now this is the first time I had made these, and little did I know the disaster that awaited me. This is a twofold video that will show you how to make these correctly, and how to not make them correctly. So let's get started on today's tasty adventure. So let's start with the ingredient list for our pizza skulls. I'm also going to list all the ingredients below in my description. My pizza skull ingredients started with this Pillsbury pizza crust pre-made dough. Next I tried Rao's homemade pizza sauce, of which there were different kinds. I just got the regular kind. Next I tried the Great Value Italian style finely shredded mixed cheese. Next is Hormel's original pepperoni. And lastly, I picked up this pizza skull cast iron mold at Walmart for $12.97. Now let's get started. So first I gathered all of my ingredients together, and then I preheated my oven for the pizza skulls to 375 degrees. I then put non-stick spray on my iron skillet skull mold, and got my crust ready. For the crust for the pizza skulls, I specifically used this Pillsbury pizza crust dough. I then cut the size of the pieces of the dough to about yay big. Each can of pizza crust makes 3 pizza skulls, so you have a top and a bottom crust. So I took my piece of pizza dough, and I put it into the mold and pressed it around the sides, and I pressed it into the face to try to make the shape of the face come out a little bit nicer and neater. I then filled it with cheese. I then took my Rao's pizza sauce and I put 2 large spoonfuls on top of the cheese. I put some garlic powder on top, and a little Italian seasoning, and you can mix it around if you want. I then took my Hormel pepperoni and put about 5 or 6 pieces in. You can put whatever you want in here. Then added more cheese on top. I then folded the dough over and pinched it shut and tried to close any holes that I had so it wouldn't leak out. So here are my 3 pizza skulls that I made with 1 can of pizza crust. Now let's pop it in the oven. You should bake these pizza skulls from 13 to 16 minutes or until you see the top is golden brown. You don't want to burn them. Look at those skulls. Oh, they're getting bigger. Almost done. And there they are. My nice pizza skulls. Look at that sizzle. Let's give these a closer look. So here are my nice crispy, juicy pizza skulls. Ooh. Look at those gross, meaty, juicy insides. It's just like a pile of guts. Let's give it a taste. Get that juicy thing? His guts are falling out. Well, let me taste this part first. Now let's taste the dough. This is a very nice pizza flavor, a very nice crispy crust. I would definitely recommend making these. You can also add things like mushrooms and other ingredients. I think I might add a little more seasoning and mix it up some more and maybe a little more cheese on mine. But these are really good and it's something I'm definitely going to be eating on Halloween. Now let's move on to the pizza pie dessert skulls. So here's my ingredient list for my dessert pie skulls and my pot pie skull. First I got this cherry pie filling from Walmart. Then I grabbed the apple pie filling from Lucky Leaf. Then I grabbed this Libby's Easy Pumpkin Pie Mix because, you know, pumpkin pie. Next I grabbed this chicken pot pie soup mix to make my chicken pot pie skull. For my dessert pie crust, I chose this Pillsbury mini pie crust that has little perforations to make mini pie crusts. And lastly, for my chicken pot pie skull, I chose these grand crescent rolls to use as the dough. Now let's put these skulls together. So the first thing that I needed to do was to take my Libby's Easy Pumpkin Mix and put together all the ingredients to make the pumpkin pie filling. So let's put this together. First, you whip out the pumpkin pie puree and you dump it in. Next, you get 2/3 cup evaporated milk, pour it on in. Hurry up. There we go. Then you need 2 eggs that are beaten. Come on. Then you mix everything till it's evenly mixed. Next, you get all of your pie fillings ready so you can fill your pie skulls. Now let's get this party started. So first I got my mini pie crusts out, and they come in one large sheet, and I rolled them out and I filled my greased baking pan with them. It's important to note you'll need at least 3 pieces of small dough to fill these and also put a top on. If you're going to make 6 pizza skulls, you're going to need at least 2 boxes. Now I like to push mine in so that you can see the face of the mold to make sure that it comes out really defined. Almost there. One more. Now let's fill these pies. Next, I preheated my oven to 400 degrees, and that's when the trouble began. Unbeknownst to me, when you make dessert pies, you're supposed to cook the dough ahead of time, at least halfway through, and then put your filling in. But I did not know that. So let's look at this process and see how they turned out. Next, I decided to go ahead and fill my pie molds, first with pumpkin, then my apple caramel chunks, delicious cherry, looks like blood, and my soup. You could also put cornstarch in here and mix it up. I also used the croissant dough, not the pie dough. More pie filling, and more apple filling. Lastly, you need to put a pie dough cap on top of each one of these. And you need at least 2 boxes for 6 skulls. I used the bits and pieces to cover everything and didn't have enough for my chicken pot pie. Now let's get these babies in the oven and see what happened.
Two hours later.
So here they are, my dessert pie skulls. And just like Christmas magic, they came out of the oven perfect. I decided to leave these in the oven until I saw the crust turn golden brown, and that was just about 30 minutes. Now let's flip these over and see if they turned out okay. So I took out my trusty pan and was going to flip them over so they wouldn't leak all over the place. Pat them down. And did it work? Lift it off. It did. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! They turned out really well. They're crispy and brown just the way I wanted them to be. My cherry, pumpkin pie, even my pot pie skull thickened up with a little bit of greenish yellow liquid coming out of it, which gives it a gross kind of Halloween look. And the cherry pie looks like splattered blood. Now let's taste these. So first is my chicken pot pie skull. This is absolutely delicious. I love it. Next is my delicious apple pie. This tastes like a really good mini apple pie. I think I would add some cinnamon and sugar on top, just to give it a little bit extra zest. And you can also eat this with ice cream. On to the next skull. Next is my bloody cherry skull. Look at that. I absolutely love this. It's absolutely delicious. I'm so glad I chose this filling, plus it looks like it's all bloody and scary. So definitely try the cherry skull. Next is my pumpkin skull, pumpkin pie. And you can also add whipped cream to this and put sugar on top or cinnamon and sugar. This is really good. I absolutely love it. The custard thickened up really well. It tastes like a real pumpkin pie. I would just add a little whipped cream to it. So overall, I definitely recommend making these. You can enhance them with sugar on top, cinnamon and sugar, ice cream, and whipped cream. You can add your own spices and fillings to the pizza skulls like onions and vegetables, and make it your own way. I absolutely love this recipe. It's very versatile. You can add or change things as you need to, and this is definitely a 10 on my list, and I'll be doing it for Halloween. Please comment below whether you've tried these, like these, tell me how they turned out, and please hit that like and subscribe button so I can bring you more fun and tasty content. Thanks for watching and have a happy Halloween. Bye bye!